Hey guys, welcome back to We're All Mad Here. I'm Jen.
I'm Haley.
And today we actually had a suggestion come in our fan mailbox
From my favorite coworker.
So actually, I gotta tell you, we had a message come in earlier today, and I was like, oh, perfect. We can talk about this on the podcast, and we can shout out this person. So it says, let me read the message. Always have fun listening to you two talk about whatever you are chatting about. Love listening to that Haley girl's voice and hearing about her favorite coworker. She should shout them out more. And I was like, that's hilarious. We are definitely going to be shouting out this coworker.
How convenient.
And then when I was texting you, I was like, we need to figure out what we're going to talk about tonight. And that's when you texted me, and when the screenshot I sent you, you texted me about one idea and then local food places. And then at the same time, we had a second message come in from the same person. And it says, you should talk about your favorite places to eat / food. Places that have come and gone in Spokane that you liked as people that have lived in Spokane a long time. And for a brief half second, I saw the message from the fan mail come in first before you texted me.
Okay.
So for like a 0.5 seconds, I thought you sent in the fan mail and then also sent in your suggestion that you texted me.
I send fan mail about myself.
Yes. And then I realized they both came from the same number. So
yeah.
And then I sent you the screenshot and you're like, oh, that is probably my coworker sitting right behind me.
Not probably. Oh, I knew it definitely was.
And then once you said that, I was like, oh, it's definitely your coworker who's sitting right behind you.
Yes.
So shout out
to my favorite coworker, who shall not be named officially, but we'll call him Brian.
And
he'll probably half hate that.
Shout out Brian. Thanks for listening to us. We appreciate it. We also appreciate you sending us an idea on what to talk about. Because almost every single time we have no idea what we're going to talk about until about 4 minutes before we start recording.
It's true.
So
we're like texting about it as I'm on my way to come podcast.
Or like talking on the phone or whatever.
Yeah.
So we very much appreciate your input, because that is exactly what we're going to talk about today.
Yes.
Food.
All of the foods.
Because there's, that's
who doesn't like food?
Everybody likes food.
Yeah.
But that is one thing I will say that I love about this city is there are a lot of decent options for food.
Yes.
I'm not going to say there's a lot of great options for food.
When you really think about it, there are good options.
But there's some really good options, and there's a lot of variety.
Yeah.
And I also love that we don't have a ton of like chain restaurants.
Besides like fast food.
Yeah, besides fast food.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember when we were young, I was mad that we didn't have like a Cheesecake Factory because I always wanted cheesecake.
Okay, but Cheesecake Factory is bomb.
But their cheesecake is good. That's about it.
No.
The rest of their menu is... But also,
when's the last time you had Cheesecake Factory?
It's been a couple years.
What's a couple?
I don't remember.
Where would you have been to have Cheesecake Factory? Not just cheesecake.
I honestly don't remember.
See? It's been longer than a couple of years. We went to...
Actually...
Oh.
That is a lie. What the... Now I can't remember. There was a time when...
She's a liar, guys.
I know. I want to say when we went... Now it's going to drive me crazy because I don't remember where I was or who I want to say it was when we took our manager trip to Minneapolis. There was a Cheesecake Factory. But now I don't remember. And that was
a very long time ago.
No, that was only a couple years ago. 2022.
Really?
Yeah, I was in Minneapolis.
Went to the one in Vegas. Bomb.com.
But one thing about the Cheesecake Factory, why is their menu so big? I'm not trying to read the Lord of the Rings trilogy while trying to figure out what I'm going to eat for dinner.
There's so many good options, though. And then you end up ordering all of them, and then you have way too much food.
But also all of their... I remember one time, I don't think it was at the restaurant. I think I was just looking at it online or something. I was looking at the calories in their meals. Like,
and
I was like, why am I doing this? Why would...
I think reading the calories in the Dutch Bros drinks, you just don't look. Don't ask, don't tell.
It is a don't ask, don't tell kind of situation. But yeah, when I was young, I was kind of mad that we didn't have places like that. But as I've gotten older and I've actually learned to appreciate good food, better food, I'll say.
Yes.
I'm glad that we don't.
Yeah, I feel like when you do get to go to those places, it's definitely more of like, I keep saying like, and that's going to bother me. It's more of a treat.
It's because we're millennials.
True.
It always drives my dad crazy when I say like, because I don't know why it
Because it's your dad?
does bother him. Like grammatically, I think I know why, but it's not that. It's like when I'm telling a story, I'm not exactly quoting somebody.
Right.
So I can't say he said, she said, I said, they said.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this is kind of what
this is what the situation
this is like. This is what it was like. Cooper says it's a filler word.
Ah.
Like and uhs.
It is a filler word.
I'll take that. I do use a lot of filler words also.
You really do.
I'm an ummer.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, I forgot.
Cheesecake Factory.
What were we just saying?
Not having chain foods.
Yeah, but then there's something else.
Calories?
Yeah, we said don't ask, don't tell.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're moving on from there.
Yeah. We went on to filler words and
then we got lost.
yeah.
The ADHD is strong.
Gots to the best of us.
So, one of the things that was mentioned in the fan mail was restaurants of yesteryear in Spokane.
Yesteryear.
So, we compiled a small list of restaurants that we miss. And then also, we're going to go through and kind of talk about some and highlight some restaurants of the different genres of food,
The different palettes.
the different cuisines,
All right.
the lean cuisines,
Lean cuisine.
and just more like specific restaurants as well. So if anyone is in Spokane or comes to Spokane to see us specifically,
Spokompton.
you know what kind of restaurants we like to go to. So, make sure you take notes.
Get your pen and pencil.
Pen and pencil.
Pen and pencil, and then your pad of paper.
A lot of tap. That's a lot of P's happening there.
Your pen, pencil, pad of paper.
Okay. That was a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so take notes. Remember some things. So we'll start with some closed restaurants. One that I personally severely miss, and I still can't get over that it's not there anymore, is Cyrus O'Leary's.
I would have to agree.
Because that was just the wildest restaurant.
It was just the spot.
It was, but it had the craziest decorations inside.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it had the
little monkey on this trapeze.
Yes, the monkey on the trapeze. And then was it the clown that would go up and do flips off the trapeze? And
yep. It's the motorized one that would just go through its flips.
Yeah, and there was just so much. The producer has seen a light that she's trying to chase.
A shimmer.
Oh man, that could be interesting. It just had the most eclectic decor.
I remember I can't think of his name now. Is it not Grotto? Grotto is that's like the Muppets. The blue guy from Star Wars.
The blue guy from Star Wars?
Yep. The big old fat guy that owned Annie and his mom.
Oh,
I can't think of his name now.
I don't know.
But I would always feel his beard as I walked by because it was like so gross and bristly.
Star Wars. Sleeve owner. Watto. You were close.
I was. Grotto.
Grotto. It was Watto. Yeah, the with the proboscis nose.
Yeah.
He's gross.
But they had like a life-size model
I forgot about him. Yeah.
Yep.
I want to know what happened to all the things that were in that restaurant.
I don't know.
Are they now all in the pie factory?
Maybe. We should email the pie factory. Their pies are so good.
So good. What's your favorite pie?
Like in general?
Or from Cyrus O'Leary's?
I don't know if I ever had Cyrus O'Leary's pies while it was still a restaurant.
Okay. But currently then? Or
I'm a huge fan of, you're gonna hate me, of cherry with the crumble, with like the brown sugar crumble.
Okay. See, I don't hate it, but it's just not for me. I can understand.
Oh, it's my favorite.
If you said rhubarb, then we might have a problem.
Oh, okay. But strawberry rhubarb.
Regardless, I don't care if strawberries with it or not.
No, strawberry rhubarb is good.
Can't do it.
Okay, well, what's yours? Mud pie?
Mud pie, like I made it in the yard?
No, like the chocolate pudding pie
with Oreos.
Yeah,
we're actually talking about that a couple weeks ago about how we want to make some. And so I have considered doing that, but no, well, not entirely. My dad loves the like French silk, like chocolate pudding-ish pie.
Hey, well,
so we always have that at the house. Even now, like he'll go buy the little tiny ones,
the little baby
single serve, and he'll have those. Or if I'm trying to bribe him, I will get one of those as well.
Ulterior motive.
Smart life hack. If you need to bribe my dad a little bit,
bring out pie,
little chocolate French pie, French silk pie. But just regular day-to-day apple pie.
Day-to-day pie.
Apple pie is the winner. Because you can't have that all the time. But pumpkin pie is only for the fall.
Ew.
And I love pumpkin pie.
I hate pumpkin pie.
Love it. Have you ever had sweet potato pie?
I like sweet potato casserole.
Me too. Have you had pecan pie?
Yes, that stuff's good.
I don't know if I've ever actually had pecan pie.
I've only ever had the kind that my grandma makes homemade.
Well, that's obviously when it's going to be the best.
Yeah.
Is if it's made by grandma.
I don't need to try any other kind.
Fair enough. I hope you get her recipe somewhere. At some point.
I'm sure I can make that happen.
Probably. But yes, Cyrus O'Leary's is our probably my number one restaurant that I miss.
Yeah,
in Spokane.
I would agree. I think that was just, there's so many memories of going there.
And it was around for so long.
Yeah.
And like it was in the middle of downtown.
Right.
It was just such an easily accessible spot for everything.
And they had everything on their menu.
Yeah. It was such a wide variety too.
So the dessert that I would always get at Cyrus O'Leary's was the Oreo deep fried ice cream.
Ooh.
And it was amazing. And
so were the Oreos deep fried, or did they deep fry the ice cream that was Oreo flavored?
No. So it was, I believe it was vanilla ice cream, a ball of ice cream, and the crust was Oreo crust deep fried in like, and they had like this brandy sauce that was just to die for.
That sounds really good.
It was my brother's favorite as well. And when they closed down, he about lost his mind. Then we found out that Tomato Street, because they were the same, like, kind of ownership dealio.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think I knew that.
They would sometimes have it at their north location.
Oh.
And then they're like, you know who has it more consistent is the Coeur d'Alene location.
Oh.
So for a while, we would go to the Coeur d'Alene one just to get deep fried ice cream.
Fair.
Yeah.
I mean,
But then they kind of stopped doing it. And now we're all sad. We're all sad here.
we're all sad here. Because of there's no deep fried ice cream.
No more.
That's unfortunate. See, my family was the type that we've never gotten dessert. We rarely get dessert
That's one place we would always get dessert.
at restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter where it is. We so rarely got and still get
Mm-hmm.
ice cream dessert from a restaurant after dinner.
Yeah.
We have dessert at home.
Right.
We have food at home,
Of course.
but I want McDonald's.
Yeah. I want a McFlurry.
The ice cream machine is broken.
Always.
That's what they say.
But yeah, no, my family was the same way. Cyrus O'Leary's, though, was the one place we would always get dessert.
Yeah, see, we still just seldomly. We just never did. I don't know. I guess we were trying to be healthy or something. I don't know.
You're already eating out.
I know, right? Oh, she does not want to be held right now. The producer is trying to work.
She is on the clock.
She is busy. All right, next up on our dearly departed list, we have Rocky Rococo's.
Right next door to Cyrus O'Leary's.
Right next door, but Rocky lasted a lot longer than Cyrus O'Leary's did.
Surprisingly.
Yes. And I think part of it is because the building was
so much smaller.
but it was separate. Because they tore down Cyrus O'Leary's. And that's where that parking lot is. But the building where Rocky Rococo's is still there.
They were the same building. They were
Connected,
Yeah.
but they weren't like in the same building.
What?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I'm almost positive.
I don't understand what you're saying.
But how
are they separate buildings but in the same building? How are they?
So you know how like you can have two buildings literally touching each other?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
But they're not like truly connected.
Yes, I understand. Okay.
This one right
For
here,
everyone that can see.
for anybody who can see, this one has Rocky Rococo's, which was connected to what is now the Carhartt store.
Oh, is that the Carhartt store? Oh,
Yeah, on the corner there.
all right.
There was a connecting wall in between, but the Cyrus O'Leary's was technically in a separate building, even though they touched.
Somehow.
Somehow.
Way.
So when they tore down the Cyrus O'Leary's building,
Right.
they built up a parking lot.
Well, they just extended the parking lot, but yeah.
Yeah. They made more parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of parking lots, how sad were you when you heard that Mary's house was torn down for a parking lot?
I didn't give a shit.
Really?
Yeah.
It was a cool house.
They offered money so many times before, and the family was like, no.
Well, that's because she didn't want to. Mary, the woman who owned the house, didn't want to. And she tried for as long as, like, literally until the day she died.
Right.
She said, I will not sell this house for you to build a parking lot.
Right. And then
The day after she died, her kids sold the house.
Yeah. So I don't really feel bad because that's on the
No,
I see.
I agree entirely, but it still makes me sad. And I saw a comment on Facebook about it. It was like, well, what's that song? Paved Over Paradise, on up a parking lot, or whatever the heck it is.
Counting Crows.
Yeah, it's the Counting Crows.
Mm-hmm. John Mayer. Big yellow taxi.
Yeah,
up a parking lot.
Yes, that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one. Because diamond parking is the worst.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I also had an idea. What would happen if everybody in town just collectively decided to not pay diamond parking? What are they going to do?
I don't know. I mean, ticket for everybody, and then it just goes to court.
Are they going to tow all of us?
They're not going to tow you. They don't tow you.
Yeah, they will.
No, they give you a ticket. And
well, they'll ticket you. Okay, so if they can ticket everybody in town, and nobody will pay their tickets because they are just so greedy. And why are there... Yeah, that one. That song. Thank you. What song is it?
Counting Crows, Big Yellow Taxi.
Okay, Counting Crows. Yeah, that one.
Not I'm right.
Yeah, you did have it right.
Thank you.
Good job, Haley. Because why is there no such thing as free parking in downtown anymore?
Yeah. And it's not like it goes to fix our streets.
No.
Facts.
Any hoozles.
Yeah, I feel like nothing would happen because it would just go to small claims court, like when you didn't pay your parking ticket.
Yeah, but are they... So if everybody in Spokane collectively agreed they can ticket us all they want, we're not paying shit anymore to these people.
It just becomes the city's problem, I think, at that point.
But if the company... I mean, well, yeah, it would go to the courts eventually, but the entire city...
I don't know.
That's my big brain thought for the
I think they would still get paid. They still get paid by companies that been through, at least through Diamond.
Regardless, it's stupid. And
Start finding you more money.
Yeah.
And that
they just raise it
for other things that you have. Because that's how the government likes to work now.
I don't like it. I just don't want to pay for parking.
I don't either. I feel bad for the people that work downtown and have to pay to work downtown.
So that, yeah, when I work downtown,
yeah,
the only free parking that was close was down in, what is that? What do they call it down there at the bottom? So on Main.
Might give me roll the script.
I know.
Not
Main
the train station.
Nope. You know where the gym was?
Way down there, yeah.
Piet Banks.
Yep.
So Main going west past the country club, Spokane club, and all of that. It's not
Brown's Edition?
Nope, it's not.
Like towards Brown's Edition.
Yes, but it's like down a hill.
Peaceful Valley?
Peaceful Valley, thank you.
It's like down a hill and around the river bend.
Just around the river bend.
Over the river and through the woods.
To grandmother's house we go.
Free parking we go.
To free parking. But it was so scary walking down there at 9:00 at night.
Oh, yeah.
In the dark. And I was like, hell no.
As a single female.
As a young girl. I mean, I wasn't that young. I was young enough. How old was I when I was working at the gym? That was in...
Like 1920?
No, I was probably...
Were you older than 20?
Yeah, I was older than 20. I was...
Oh, yeah.
21 to 23-ish.
Yeah. Because you go out drinking with your gym buddies.
With the gym bros. Back when I was a gym bro.
Mm-hmm.
What a time. Anyways... Back to Rocky Rococo's.
I was like, wow, how do we even...
That was...
Parking. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Rocky Rococo's. We do miss that. They had such good food.
We hardly ever went there. I could probably count on one hand the number of times we went there.
I mean, same, but it was always fantastic.
True.
And that was one of the ones that, like, on social media and stuff, everyone was posting about that they were sad it was closing.
Yeah. One thing, though, that was interesting about COVID is you would get the restaurants that would say they were closing, not just restaurants, but businesses were going out of business. So then social media would pique their interest on everybody, and then they wouldn't close. And it would happen multiple times.
I did see that a couple of times, yeah. And
they're like, oh, we raised enough money. Just kidding.
Yeah, we were able to keep the lights on another month.
Yeah,
or whatever.
So there was a donut place in the valley that did that. I think it was
Donut Parade.
No.
Oh.
Amy's Donuts. They weren't open like super, super long.
Never
but I saw like probably 3 times that they're like, oh, we're going to close. Oh, we're going to close. Oh, no, we're actually going to close.
but actually were gonna close.
Yeah.
And then they didn't. Are they still open?
No, they are actually.
They are actually closed.
They did finally shut down, but
Well, I mean,
and now there's an Adelanto's in that spot.
is it a real Adelanto's or is it a cover Adelanto's?
I mean, aren't they all kind of covers? I think there's a side business going on. There's got to be.
It's a front.
It has to.
There's no way it's not. And they just happen to be decent at making tacos.
Oh, they're so good though.
They are.
Burritos.
They're burritos. They're breakfast burritos.
Oh yeah, I don't get any other kind of burrito.
No,
Mm-mm.
they're breakfast burritos. So good. But yeah, no, they're definitely a front for the cartel.
Probably.
I'm completely convinced. That's not even just
No.
a small rumor.
It has.
That's citywide, just common knowledge.
For the past 2 years, they've put up probably at least 5 new locations
Probably.
in just the valley.
Oh my gosh. So the cartel is big in the valley now.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on out.
Please don't though. We don't want it to be dangerous.
I know it's already bad enough downtown.
I know. My mom really liked Rocky Rococo's
Yeah.
because of their salads.
Their challenge.
But she was a salad kind of lady.
Yeah.
So
So Rocky Rococo's holds a special place in your heart.
that one will always have a little spot. And then this other one. So when you mentioned this one earlier, I was like, what the hell? Ma'am, we were so close.
How did
causing problems.
even do that?
I don't exactly know.
The producer is,
She's doing something right now.
she's trying to shut us down.
She's putting up a fight right now for some reason or another. But this next one, when you first sent this name to me, I was like, what the hell are you talking about? And then once I looked it up, I realized what it was. But it's Ichiban,
Oh, yes.
which was a sushi restaurant and lounge.
Yes.
I don't think I ever went there.
So the reason I said it is my dad would mention it for years and years and years after it closed, how much he missed it. The building is still there.
I know the building's still there, and it's still vacant,
It
and
still says Ichiban's on the side.
I think so.
It's all kind of worn off at this point, but anyway, yeah, no, I was talking to him before I came over here, and they did a lot of rap. They had live music, but there was a lot of rap, he said, which is
Rap battles.
maybe
That we
you
should
should say battles, but
Well, that's what it would have been.
I guess people eating sushi and then rap battles going on in the background. Can you
That would be
imagine?
amazing.
That would be legit.
Business idea. Sushi restaurant while there's rap battles happening.
Yes.
Or any kind of music battle. It could be fiddle battles, like the Devil in Georgia,
Yeah.
while you're eating your sushi.
A little fiddle off.
A fiddle off.
yo, eat that sushi. Crack up sushi.
Oh man.
That's
Probably
that.
not like that, but
Some of those rap battles might have gone that way.
that is very true.
But he said the sushi was actually very amazing.
See, I don't think I ever ate there.
I mean,
And my mom likes sushi
well, that's true. How often did you go out to sushi when you were younger, though?
fairly often, and we always went to, this one is also on the list. We always went down to Sukiyaki,
Where when?
which that one it is down on Bernard. So you know where the Onion is on the corner?
Yeah.
It's half a block down from the Onion and the Italian Kitchen. And it's literally a hole in the wall.
Yep.
Little place. But they had, I forget what the rooms are, but they're basically private rooms. And the tables are a foot from the floor.
Something else.
Nope, it's not.
All right.
Well, they had they were open, but they were separated. But there weren't doors or anything.
Low table that could be a stage.
Oh my god. It was a child. No, but they had you're supposed to sit just crisscross applesauce on a little pillow to eat your sushi at these little tables. But because we're Americans, it was a pit underneath the table so you could sit normal. but still like get the vibe.
God.
And you took your shoes off.
Wow.
And it was like a whole experience. But that's where we always went when I was a kid.
I can't imagine your mom going into a place like that.
Oh, yeah. She lets it.
Funny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I do remember, now that you've mentioned where it was, I do remember seeing the sign for it.
And
yeah,
it literally, like, it's just a door in the side of the building. Like, most people, you wouldn't think it was there unless you knew.
Right. It's like intermixed between the Onion. There's like some apartments.
Yeah.
Italian kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just other random things along. Yeah. And it's like the side street. It's not even on like one of the really main streets. But Sukiyaki is also now closed. The woman who owned it was their main sushi cook. And she was in her 70s, I think. And she's just decided to retire and nobody wanted to buy the business. So she ended up just closing down.
Wow.
And I was like, good for her. I saw pictures of her. I think it was either in Inlander or the Spokesman. I can't remember. One of the newspaper things talking about her. And they had pictures of her when she first started.
Oh, boy.
And when she stopped closing. And it was just really cool to see this little tiny Asian woman. And I was like, I want to be like that.
You want to be a tiny old Asian woman?
Well, no, but
the tenacity of working until you're in your 70s?
Well, that's going to happen anyways, because we're never going to be able to retire in this economy.
But you want to retire loving what you did.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And not because of whatever reason.
The world.
Yeah. But that is another one that we will miss.
Yes.
Next was on your list was the Arctic Circle.
Arctic Circle. That was more of like a fast food-ish kind of place, but it was downtown.
I think almost all of these were downtown.
I know, right? On 3rd. On 3rd? Was it on 3rd?
I think it was on 3rd, but it was on like the west side of 3rd.
Yeah. It was it's right next to the big cathedral downtown. The like Russian cathedral.
I think that was
I can't think of the name of it.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
But it was right next to that.
Yeah. I never ate there.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, they had really good fries. And their lime rickies. We used to get their lime ricky sodas. Oh, so good. And their sauce, it was like, I don't know if it was like a fry sauce, I think, but it was so good.
Yum.
Last I know, there is still one standing, and it's in Yakima. Well,
maybe we need to take a road trip to Yakima.
Right? It is one of those like slightly chain places.
Like Zips.
Yeah.
Zips is kind of a chain.
Throughout Washington, yeah. So that one, I just have fond memories of, like, instead of going to McDonald's, we'd get Arctic Circle.
All right, well, maybe we need to take a trip to Yakima.
I would love it.
It's
not Yakima. I wouldn't love Yakima, but I would love the reason for the trip.
Arctic Circle. Okay, we'll have to schedule that.
Yes,
in our calendars. This is one that you and I were there at the end, which was Lucky You Lounge.
Oh, yeah.
Which was a lounge, a bar, but they also had like a music venue and they had a whole bunch of stuff that they did there.
Yeah, there was the upstairs and the downstairs portion that you could do music in either spot. But upstairs was more of like the formal, formal, but yeah, cocktail lounge type.
More lounge than the downstairs.
Right.
But we were there one of their last nights.
Yeah.
That they were open for trivia night.
It was a lot of fun.
And it was a lot of fun. I am so bad at trivia.
Yes, you are.
But we should definitely do it again sometime.
Yeah.
We should take the boys to trivia because I feel like that could be hilarious.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah.
Girls v. boys.
Ooh. I think we'll be better as a collective. I think we're all bad enough at trivia that we need at least
We need all of us together to
all of
make
the
a
brains.
single person who might know something.
exactly.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Okay, we won't do boys v girls then.
we'll just embarrass both parties if we do it that way.
That's true. We just all need to work together on that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
That would be fun. Lucky, somebody else is now in that restaurant location with the same kind of vibe going on.
oh, really?
Yeah, they are still going to do like live music out of there.
Oh, nice.
So-
Okay, we'll have to look into that then. And
Not
if they do trivia, we can do trivia.
right. Not as big of a loss to the music community as they thought Lucky You Lounge was
Yeah.
going to be.
Because they had a lot of concerts and stuff.
Oh yeah, every night. Yeah.
Like, and even not just like big thing, because they had like some fairly big names that would come through.
Yeah.
But a lot of just local musicians as well.
Yes.
So, well, I'm glad. Do you know what it's called?
Nope.
All right. Well,
I
I'll
looked it up.
but I'm glad that somebody was able to get into that space
Me too.
and kind of maintain what it was.
Yes.
And then this last one on our dearly departed list, I was just telling you, I don't know if I ever actually ate at the restaurant, but Azar's was a Greek Mediterranean restaurant. I don't know exactly what they classified themselves as.
Oh, pause. The new place that was Lucky You Lounge is called The Chameleon.
Oh, I've heard of the Chameleon.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize that's what they were on now.
Yes, it is somebody else that owns another bar downtown opened up The Chameleon. So
You
they're
know-
by the same. Nope.
Okay.
I don't know. But they are like the same ownership.
Yeah. Kind of like the Blind Buck and the Globe were.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, cool. The Chameleon, for our listeners in Spokane,
Yes.
if you want some decent live music sometimes, that's where you gotta go. But Azar's Greek food was, like I said, I don't think I ever ate at the restaurant there,
No, I don't think I did either.
but they always had a food truck
Yes.
that would be at everything.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Out of the Park was the one I remember the most.
Yep.
Like anywhere,
The fair.
the fair, like any of those,
Mm-hmm.
they always had their truck out.
Which makes me sad that they didn't like keep that.
I don't, because again, I think it was like the owners were the cooks and they just retired and sold business, or they didn't sell the business, they just closed.
Right.
So yeah, I was quite upset when I heard that, but
I can kind of respect, like, instead of selling out to somebody that either keeps the name and then doesn't keep the quality,
yeah,
and so it runs it into the ground, or, you know, they try to change the name and like rebrand. It's like, oh,
it's not the same. Yeah.
close with dignity.
Yeah, exactly. And so there were several of these restaurants that I do think went that route.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, there were a lot of restaurants that had to close because of COVID.
I know. It makes me sad.
Which, I mean, that's just how things were in the world in general.
And I feel like nowadays you'll see something open for like 6 months and then they close, and it's because nobody goes out to eat as much, like sit down, and it's so expensive to
Well, yeah. And so I was actually, when I was looking at trying to get this list of some of these restaurants that closed, I saw an article from like December of 2023.
Okay.
So just a few months ago,
Mm-hmm.
talking about how there was like a huge like influx of restaurants that were closing within like a very short time span.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're like, why are there like 7 restaurants in downtown closing 3 weeks apart from each other?
Yeah. What's going on?
And so a lot of people were saying that, yeah, it's expensive to go out and eat, even more so than it was before. Like, it's always been more expensive
Right.
to eat at a restaurant than cook at home, but it's like astronomically more.
Yeah.
And also in downtown, it's not, most people don't feel safe being down there.
Absolutely not.
And so people just aren't going down there.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So
It's not safe. It's expensive to park. We'll get back onto the park and
back to parking.
Yeah, food's expensive, so you're paying so much just to have a small meal.
And like, I hate to say it, but some of the restaurants, it's an okay meal.
Right.
It's
The
not
quality is not.
It's not like it's the greatest meal you've ever eaten. It's good food, but it's not fantastic, amazing, wonderful, beautiful food.
Right. If I have to worry about my safety of myself plus my vehicle, it's not worth it.
No.
Unfortunately, with the, like you said, the quality. Like if it was super nice and amazing,
Yeah. If it was
a once in a while thing.
Yeah. Every so often, like there's certain restaurants downtown that are really nice, and it's like special occasion type of restaurants
Yeah.
that also go downtown for. But not just some of the average schmaverage places.
And I'm sure the rent downtown in those spaces is astronomical too.
Oh God, I can't even imagine.
Yeah. So we can't blame the restaurants for their prices being so high.
No.
It's everything else around it.
But everything is high right now also.
Yeah.
So it's like everyone's struggling in one way or another.
And food is one of those things that we all have to have. And so when that price goes up, it's very noticeable.
Yeah. And I feel like more and more people are willing to cut eating out of their budget.
Yeah. That's one of the easiest
because
things.
it is a luxury to be able to do that rather than just cook at home.
Yeah.
So, well, those are some of the ones of the restaurants that we do miss.
Yes.
And yeah, but now let's talk about some recommendations, some favorites, some suggestions.
Okay, I have to do this because it's on the top of my head.
Okay.
And we had the shout out earlier from the favorite coworker,
Brian.
He who shall not be named, Brian. Wisconsin burger.
Oh, I fucking love Wisconsin burger.
Don't we all? Oh my goodness. Their
Like,
cheese curds.
There are very, very few things I truly miss from living in Wisconsin. Cheese curds is one of them.
So
Because
good.
they
know how to do it.
They do. And
They got those cow farms.
the cow farms.
They got that dairy out there.
So, on my way to and from work on the Four Lakes Medical Lake, there's a house out there that has like 6 or 8 cows that I get to see every day. My nephew was sneezing on my way home tonight.
Oh,
He's sneezing.
Aww.
And there's also horses a little way further down. And the other day, I saw them. So you know how they have those like circle feeders that you put in bales in the middle?
Yeah.
And then they can like pull it out?
Yep.
They had pulled out like half of the bale, and they were all sleeping on it.
Oh,
They made a bed with their food.
they needed a pillow.
And they were like flat, laying on their sides, sleeping. They were out.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my gosh, look at the guys. We're sleeping. We got comfy.
And then you're like, I really want to go to Wisconsin burger.
But now I really want Wisconsin burger. I really want cheese curds. Even though I am lactose intolerant, I will still go to town on some cheese curds.
Yep. That's one thing that I think every lactose intolerant person, they're like, there's some dairy, they're like, I don't care.
Yeah. There's certain things
Suffer the consequences.
that I will overdose on Lactaid for. Cheese curds. Most like cheese dip type things.
Mhm.
And Huckleberry ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
I can go without other ice cream. Huckleberry, I'd rather die than never have again.
Yeah, I don't think I could say no to Huckleberry ice cream.
Even if I didn't have Lactaid, I'd still eat it.
Yeah. I mean, you did it for most of your life.
I didn't get lactose intolerant. I didn't develop my intolerance until I was older.
Yeah.
I just like really started having problems with it in the last like 3 or 4 years.
That's unfortunate.
It really is.
Because now you're an adult and you can buy those things yourself.
I just want cheese, yo.
Yeah.
And I used to be able to have like a certain amount of cheese.
A block of cheese.
No, but like I could eat a couple slices of cheese as a snack
Yeah.
and still be okay.
Right.
Not anymore.
Really?
I can't even have like a slice of cheese.
Oh boy.
Pizza,
Pizza?
not good. Mac and cheese, whoa.
So good.
I just suffer. I don't even care. I just don't even care.
Oh.
It's worth it for Kraft mac and cheese. I don't even know if that really counts though.
Yeah, mac and cheese.
Oh.
I'm gonna shout out Mac Daddy's.
Ooh, Mac Daddy's.
So good.
So
They
good.
have a location downtown.
Mm-hmm.
They have their food truck,
Mm-hmm.
and they have their original location up north.
Yes.
Yes,
Love it.
pulled pork mac.
Oh. Another thing that I do miss about Wisconsin is they had it's like a fast foody kind of place, but it's called Noodles and Co.
I don't think I've had that.
Noodles and Company
Okay,
for long. Noodles and Co. for short.
long.
They had all different types of noodles, like spaghetti noodles, elbows. I think they even had like Thai noodles or
Pad
like
Thai.
Asian noodles of some sort, like a yakisoba kind of thing.
No,
They had a bunch of different sauces,
they are called Noodles and Co.
but they had all of these things and they had all these different combinations and then different meats and stuff you could add in.
Mm.
But they had a barbecue pulled pork mac and cheese.
Boy,
Oh my Lanta. It was so good.
oh my Lanta, folks. Oh my Lanta.
I thought I could die in a bowl of that.
Probably where you developed your lactose intolerance.
Probably. Living in Wisconsin gave me a lactose intolerance.
That tracks.
Another reason that I hate Wisconsin. Oh man. But anyways, let's go through some of the genres.
Yes.
List by list.
We're very American. Wisconsin Burger and Mac Daddy's. Very American.
Very American. So let's start with Italian food.
Italiano.
What are your
Like
top
My favorites.
Italian places? It doesn't have to be any specific number or anything.
Okay, so Tomato Street.
Bomb.
I don't know why I emphasize street like that.
Tomato Street.
Tomato Street in the hood. Bomb.
Their garlic bread.
There, oh man.
Bro.
You can draw on the tables.
You can draw on the tables.
Yeah.
I
You don't even have to ask for the crayons. They're
No, they're just there.
Yeah.
You do have to ask for the Play-Doh, though.
True.
And I do still ask for the Play-Doh.
This might embarrass me a little bit. I'm gonna call myself out. When I was little, I would like lick the Play-Doh because it was salty.
Yeah, because it's edible.
Okay, well, now I don't feel bad.
It's like legitimately edible.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, well, anyway, I used to lick
Because
it.
it's handmade. It's homemade
It's handmade and homemade.
Play-Doh.
Yeah.
And it's made with like flour and water, basically, and food coloring and salt.
All right. Well, now I don't feel as bad.
No, I definitely also did the same. So we're Play-Doh lickers.
Oh boy.
Tomato Street.
Tomato Street. Spaghetti Factory.
Spaghetti Factory. The old Spaghetti Factory.
I just love. Did you know it's a chain?
Yeah, I did actually.
I did.
I learned that semi-recently, but I did know that.
I also learned it semi recently. I just love the ambiance in that building.
It is kind of a cool little spot.
Yeah.
And I will say their pesto ranch,
Oh yeah.
so good.
They have a caboose inside the building,
Which
that
is
you can
hilarious.
sit-
I don't even know how they got that in there. Was it in pieces and they built it inside?
No, I think it
Or did
used
they
to,
build a building around it?
I think it used to be a firehouse potentially at one point.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
And so the doors are big enough.
To scooch it in.
Yeah.
I mean, that would make sense.
Yes.
But
So there's also a couple places in Coeur d'Alene.
Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah.
We can add Coeur d'Alene.
Tito's. Yeah. Tito's Italian. We went there on Valentine's Day.
Macaroni. Is that the one by the resort?
Yes.
Very good.
Very good. Oh my goodness.
Very, very
Not like a huge menu, but super good menu.
tasty.
Really good drinks.
Love it.
The price, not terrible for Italian.
Even better.
Yeah.
That's one thing I feel like about a lot of Italian places is they are a little on the pricey side.
They are.
And
It's like it's just pasta.
I don't really know why.
Unless you're hand making the pasta, I guess.
but I don't think they are.
They're not. Mm-mm. Those are like top 3 that I can think of.
Yeah, I would say for sure, Tomato Street, Italian Kitchen.
See, my family was never a fan of it, so I never really got to go.
I never went when I was young because it was fancy, and I am not worthy of fancy food.
Well, now you're lactose intolerant.
Because I'm a mess of a human.
Well, yeah.
But there's been a couple of times where we went in the last handful of years, since I've been a grown-up, allegedly.
The fact that you called yourself a grown-up.
I said allegedly. I am of an adult age.
There you go.
Thank you. It's pretty good. It is, again, it's a little pricey.
Is it?
But it's good. And I would say the Spaghetti Factory as well. Also because I love the vibe, but their bread is good.
Their brown butter Mizithra. Oh,
that is so good.
My gosh.
Have you ever had their mac and cheese?
I don't think so.
Oh my God.
Is it good?
Sure good. And they also have an adult portion size, which is even bigger.
There you go.
And
so they have an adult portion size?
A producer cut me off. She got mad at me for talking about mac
like, you got too much to drink. She cut you off.
Cut off. But yeah, those are probably...
That was 2. 3.
I did say 3.
Italian Kitchen. Yep. Sorry.
Italian Kitchen, Tomato Street, Spaghetti Factory.
Yeah.
So kind of in the same vein of Italian is pizza.
Oh.
But I have it a little separate.
Okay.
So, favorite pizza places.
Okay. So I have distinctions between pizza places.
This is going to sound controversial. I have a feeling.
No.
Okay, continue.
You got your non-traditional pizza places. So the ones that do the weird-ass shit to their pizzas.
Like fruit on pizza?
The Flying Goat.
Yes.
Hands down favorite pizza place.
So good.
Yes. And I say that is in a different category because it's not your traditional.
Okay, yes. I will accept that answer.
Thank you. Not controversial.
No, it's not. I mean, for some people maybe, but not in this house.
If I want just like my pepperoni pizza, Round Table. Their little pepperonis, when they curl up and they get all crisp on the... Oh, man. So good.
See, for me, if I want just a basic pepperoni pizza, David's.
Oh, like greasy.
Or Costco.
I mean, we're going Costco pizza, greasy.
Greasy pizza, you go to Costco.
Greasy, cheap pizza, Costco. Little Caesars, I don't dig too bad. I kind of like me some Little Caesars.
I can get behind some Little Caesars. Yeah. Honestly, Domino's has really, like, upped their quality.
Okay.
Because when I was young, not a fan of Domino's. It's better nowadays.
Yeah.
But, like, fast food pizza, as far as that kind of category goes, Papa John's will forever be my number one.
Not the biggest fan. I know their family's Papa John's. I know.
We are with the
garlic. You can get that literally anywhere.
It's not the same.
Okay.
Theirs is better.
All right.
Okay, then where is your, like, fast foodie pizza? What is your...
Costco.
That doesn't really count. Costco is its own category altogether.
Costco is just Costco. Probably just Domino's, I guess. I don't know.
See, that's what we do mostly.
It's just
now, just convenient.
Yeah.
There's not a Papa John's really anywhere close to home.
No.
That's not fast food. Barrel House is actually just a stepbrother of Benedito's.
Oh, I totally forgot about Benedito's.
Yeah, Benedito's is also at the top of my list.
Yeah, Benedito's. I'm gonna just move away from the fast food.
Yeah. So
question.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got Flying Goat.
Yes.
Benedito's. Probably top. Obviously, those two. One that I had recently, Market Street Pizza.
Also
so bomb. They opened a location in the Valley.
Oh, they did?
Yes.
Was it on Market? I'm just kidding. No, it's
Nope. But Brudeau's Bakery, they've got an ice cream shop inside
Really?
Market Street. Yes.
In the valley.
Yes.
Okay.
So good.
So good.
Do not sleep on either of those places.
I'll have to add that to the pizza list.
Yeah.
Republic Pie on the South Hill.
See, I am tried and true to Flying Goat. Republic Pie, they do their pizzas just a little bit differently that I don't like it as much.
That's fair. That's fair. But we never went up to the Flying Goat much.
Yeah.
When I was young.
I mean,
What's the producer eating?
I don't know.
Man,
Un momento, por favor.
what are you doing? Causing problems. That's what she's doing.
As always.
We never went up to Flying Goat much, so that one doesn't like have as much
Value to you.
sentimentality.
Okay.
That was a big word.
Wow.
But at Republic Pie,
Mm-hmm.
they have one with pears.
They have that at Flying Goat.
But the one, well, I don't know if it's the same one, but at Republic Pie, that was the one my mom would always get.
Okay.
And I don't know, I tried it. I mean, it's decent for like fancy pantsy wackadoo pizza.
The pear one?
Yeah. It's like pear and prosciutto and
Pear and prosciutto. Pepper cheese.
Were you with us when we were in Seattle for State Pet Band? I don't remember what year it was.
Yes. When we got pizza
Found that random ass pizza place with the apples on it.
Oh my gosh, it was so good.
Do we know where that place was?
I looked it up one time and then forgot it forever until you just mentioned it again.
I was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah.
I don't think I could even like try to figure out where it was.
That place was so good.
And it literally felt like it was an underground like secret pizza place
Yeah, it kind of felt like that.
because it was underground.
It was like in Mace Needle.
It was in the basement of the building.
No.
I thought it was.
No, we had windows.
Maybe it was like a half basement. But I remember walking downstairs to get into the door.
I don't know if I remember that part, but
I do.
that was a very good pizza place.
And that one has similar vibes to
Flying Goat.
Flying Goat / Republic Pie.
Mm-hmm.
Another one that we really like is Perry Street Pizza.
Ah, see, I don't really go to Perry Street.
Yeah, see, we like that one a lot too. But see, I feel like Benedito's,
That's got a lot of sentiment.
I'll get the sentimental value of it just from
Our high school days.
So when were we? My dad and I were there with somebody. I don't remember who it was. Semi-recently,
Mm-hmm.
and we're there, and there were probably like 20 people at the table next to us for like a birthday party or something. And I recognized half of them as LC people.
Really?
And they're like a year, 2 or 3 ahead of us.
Uh-huh.
So they had no idea who I was. And I just like recognized the faces. And I was like, this is what happens when you go to a restaurant on the South Hill.
It's true.
Especially Benedito's.
Yeah. I wonder if they were having like their 15-year or something. Do they do 15 years?
I don't think so. No, but it was like a birthday kind of a thing.
Okay.
Like it was just like they were
Gathering.
getting together for dinner for some reason because they had all the spouses and
I couldn't imagine getting together with that many people from high school.
I don't even know that many people
Outside of a reunion kind of a
from high school.
True.
Like who else do you talk to from high school besides me?
Nobody.
Exactly.
0. No.
No. I mean, I have some people like on Facebook still. Yeah. Like I don't regularly converse with anybody.
I used to keep up more with it before I lost my original Facebook.
That's fair. That was a tragedy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's gonna be a story on how we got that back.
My Facebook?
Yeah.
I don't even remember, dude.
Me.
Well, yeah. Sort of.
We'll get into it at another time, but
Yeah.
All right.
Rough.
moving on.
Okay.
Mexican food.
Mexican. Oh, that's hard.
Poblanos.
Right.
Honestly. Gerardo's?
Huh?
Gerardo's?
You're
Oh, God.
slap.
So good.
bad memories. That was a bad time in my life.
Fair.
Also, we had it so fucking much.
That's
That
fair.
my last year of college, we had it.
If it's there, it's right there.
So many, I mean, weekly. It was,
I mean, that's how it was with my last relationship. Yeah, with Ryan, we were there all at least once a week, if not more often.
yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah.
Adelona's is definitely better.
Al's, like if I want, some burritos at frickin' 1 a.m, I'm going to Adelona's.
Exactly. But if I want tacos at 1 a.m,
Tacos.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Oh well, yeah.
That counts.
Shut up over there. Taco Bell does count for Haley and I.
Taco
It does.
We have a long history with Taco Bell.
A long relationship with Taco Bell.
What if a whole can chicken?
Well, we didn't say ours can either, but
Might bleed.
didn't need that visual. But anyway, Rancho Viejo,
Real good. Real good. I like how they have egg options. Huevos.
Huevos Rancheros.
And huevos con chorizo.
Me and Jesse went to Azteca not that long ago, the one in Coeur d'Alene. It was disgusting.
I've never been a fan of Azteca.
I used to love their taquitos. That's all that I would get.
Well, that's because it's a taquito. It's really hard to fuck that up.
Oh, they fucked it up at this one.
Oh, man.
I know.
Were they soggy?
I don't even remember.
Oh.
That's how bad it was.
You blocked it out?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Out of my memory.
That must have been really bad.
Mm-hmm. At De Leon's.
Their tacos
Mm-hmm.
and their burritos.
Yeah.
And honestly,
Barachos downtown.
see, I have bad memories of barragos,
Okay.
of getting
Shitface?
shit-faced on their tequila.
Oh.
So good, though, because they infused their own tequila.
Mm-hmm.
So good, but
So bad.
eating tacos with tequila, eating too many tacos with too many tequila,
Yeah. Do not eat tequila.
not a good move.
Oh boy.
That was in my problem years.
Yes.
But
Okay, I'm gonna go on a separate sub genre of Mexican. I'm going Baja Californian Mexican. Our tried and true Costa Vida.
which doesn't exist anymore.
No.
Well, that's another one that we need to add to the dearly departed.
Yeah, that was a
Costa
shame.
Vida.
But now we can have Cafe Rio.
It's not the same.
It's not, but it's really damn close.
No, it's not.
Okay, well, I think it's really
Their
damn
sweet
close.
pork is not the same.
It's not, but it's really close.
Not close enough. Little shit Costa Vida or nothing.
Costa Vida or bust.
Give me Costa Vida.
Well,
Give me death.
They busted.
They busted. Was that an everywhere bust, or was that just a Spokane bust? Do you know?
I don't know. I know Sweeto Burrito closed down for good, too.
I love Sweeto also.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's some chicken place.
Hot Texas chicken place.
Yeah.
I want to try it.
I do kind of want to try it.
Which
And one in the valley is now like a burger place. There's one on
Burger.
Yeah.
So good.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna have to go there then.
Super, super good. Because there's one in Coeur d'Alene, and I've had that one. Ironically, the Sweeto Burrito in Coeur d'Alene is also now a chicken place, which slaps. It's called the Chicken Shanty.
Chicken shanty.
Go there.
Like a sea shanty,
Yes.
but chicken.
Chicken Shanty. Go there and your life will be changed.
All right. I'm adding it to the list.
Yes.
Shit.
Put it on the list, people.
Yep. Come out to Coeur d'Alene and me and Jesse will come to the Chicken Shanty with you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Put it on the list.
Yep. Anyway, I sidetracked from the Mexican food.
Yeah, that's okay. I feel like we hit most of the Mexican places because the only good location of Casa de Oro was on the South Hill on 29, and it burned down many moons ago.
Did it burn down?
Well, it burned on the inside, and then
The one in the valley was pretty good. No?
Nope.
Okay, well, that's really the only one I remember.
Yeah, there was the one on 29th.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I went in there with Megan from high school,
Mm-hmm.
and we started speaking French on accident. Yeah.
That is exactly what I picture from the two of you, honestly.
I know. he went in there and asked us something, and we both were like, "We," instead of "see."
That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
Rancho Viejo's bomb because they got the eggies. I love eggs.
And that's
Oh, speaking of eggs, breakfast places.
ooh,
Nice.
Frank Steiner.
Frank's.
Billy's.
What?
Billy's.
The hell's Billy's?
In Airway.
I've never eaten at Billy's.
I mean,
Is that where Wolfie's was?
It's across from Wolfie's, but Wolfie's slaps too.
Wolfie's does slap.
Um,
It's hard to get in though.
it is. There's a new-ish breakfast place. Do you remember where Luigi's was downtown? Yes. It is now the something house of pancakes.
Oh, okay. Oh, my parents rave about that place.
Dude, their bacon,
Yeah.
I'm not like the world's biggest bacon
Mhm.
person. It is literally the best bacon I've ever eaten in my entire goddamn life. Like, I could live in that restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Their breakfast food is so good. Amazing. We need to go have brunch.
Yeah. My parents talk about that place all the time.
Yeah.
You know, for whatever reason, I can't like put my finger on many breakfast places in Spokane right now.
Old European.
Old European,
Oh, Old European.
It's so good, though.
but they're just too dinks. $3 for a cup of coffee. Shit coffee
I've shit cut.
for each cup.
Well, just don't drink the coffee. But their fresh squeezed orange juice,
So good.
so good. The little Able flavors.
Hmm. See, I always go to the one that's like in Post Falls.
Which is I think that was the original one.
Yeah. So that's what I think of Old European.
And that's where we used to go when I was real young.
Yeah.
But that was like so seldomly because
It's so small.
far away in Post Falls.
Right. And it's so small too.
It is very small.
Please.
No.
No, we're just gonna fix that one. We love going to Jimmy's down the street in Coeur d'Alene. I just keep naming Coeur d'Alene places.
Yeah, because you spend all your time in Idaho nowadays.
I do. Jimmy's down the street though is
Never been there.
bomb. Oh my gosh, so good.
It's just down the street. Just down the street.
Yeah.
It's at Jimmy's.
Mm-hmm.
And he's down the street.
He's down the street. There used to be a little crepe place over by Sacred Heart for a hot minute.
Yeah.
Where Quiznos used to be, that little tiny strip.
Now it's a poke place.
Yeah.
And a Hawaiian place too, I think.
Yep. They're like one. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, because they're still separate. Because there's Qdoba, and then there's the poke place, and then there's also like the Hawaiian place,
Yes.
I think.
Ma'am.
But yeah.
Yeah, that crepe place was really good.
I don't think I ever ate there.
I went there once, but it was super yummy.
Well, see, I just make my own crepes.
Well, aren't you fancy dancy, fancy pants?
My uncle taught me.
Oh,
Because he's a chef.
Vince.
Okay. Do you like Indian food?
Yeah.
Okay, Indian.
I don't think I could name a place though.
There's
Taste of India.
So there's Taste of India and then there's Top of India. I can never remember which one is which, but there's one on Sprague, like way out in the valley. One of those two. Producer ma'am, settle down, please. It's one of those two, but it's way out in the valley,
Okay.
off like Pines or something. So good. Mango Tree is decent.
Oh, Mango Tree. Yeah.
That one's pretty good.
Yes.
And then
I forgot about Mango Tree.
there was another one, I think, but I can't remember now. But as I was looking up names of restaurants online, I did see that there is a new Afghani food restaurant in Spokane,
Really?
which I would think has similar types of like food to like Indian food or I don't know exactly. I haven't eaten there. I just saw it online and they were talking about it. So if anyone is interested in food from the Middle East, like maybe try that.
Maybe.
Could be good.
I really want to go to the place in the flour mill, the Ethiopian restaurant.
I've never been there.
I haven't either, but I really want to go.
What is that place called? Queen of Sheba? Sheba something?
Is it?
Shiba Inu? That's a dog.
That's terrible.
What?
I don't remember what it's called.
I know what you're talking about, though. Yes.
But it's right now. It's in the flour mill.
Yes. But everything in the flour mill is pretty good, from what I hear. I mean, Clinker
Gotta be. It's gotta be. The
Clinker Diner is bomb.
If it wasn't good, it wouldn't be in the flour mill because that's like prime location.
It really is, and it's
a cool location.
Cool location. Plus, it's on the river. You get to see the waterfalls.
Water.
Yes. You are not a fan, but I am a fan. So I will give my recommendations for Japanese food. Sushi. Because you're a weirdo.
I just don't like fish. That's not weird.
It is weird.
And I especially don't like raw fish.
Shut the fuck up. It's weird.
No. You know what?
Okay, continue. Yeah,
I'll give my recommendation on the veggie rolls that I love.
Veggie rolls.
Avocado and cucumber rolls.
Yeah, that doesn't count. My family we are sushi connoisseurs, actually.
Okay.
Didn't know that. We're professionals.
Wow.
So there is the new sushi place in the mall downtown that used to be the conveyor belt sushi place.
Oh, yes.
It's called Shiki. It's actually super good.
Is it?
And relatively affordable. But they also have like other things like the ramen and the noodles and yakisoba and all of that as well.
Yeah.
So they do have things for everybody that are not just sushi.
See, that's why when people are like, you don't like sushi, I'm like, I don't like sushi, but I will still go to the restaurant because I know
there's other things.
They have other things that I love.
Yeah, exactly. You just can't do the fish like a weirdo.
No, I love
unacceptable.
Some cucumber salad. Ooh, I love me some
cucumber salad. I love seaweed salad.
No.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
More for me. Sushi.com, also downtown.
Sushi.com
is very good.
The place in the valley, and now I don't remember it. We used to go there pretty frequently.
Where?
It's off of Sullivan.
Toro. Closing.
Are they really?
They are. I saw and heard that they are closing in the near future.
Theirs was fresh. They would fly it in.
Theirs was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Their
yakisoba bowls were bomb.
There was a sushi place downtown. I want to say it was by like Arctic Circle in that area over there.
That used to be, that started when Arctic Circle closed.
The sushi place?
Yep.
Maybe, yeah.
No, not maybe. I'm telling you.
Okay. No, thank you. But they would go to Seattle.
Yeah.
Like Mondays, get the fresh fish and bring it back and then start selling on whatever day.
Yeah.
They would close for a day or two. And then it would be all basically bright fresh, almost as fresh as you can get in Spokane. But I don't think they're open anymore either.
Yeah, I don't know what's in that building now.
I don't know if there's anything in that building.
Yeah, I don't know.
There was a place on the South Hill, but they're actually now in Post Falls. It's called I Love Sushi.
Oh, okay.
But
not the place I was thinking of.
You know where like the Red Robin and stuff is in Post Falls?
Yeah.
It's in like that little mall.
Coeur d'Alene.
Is that Coeur d'Alene?
Yeah, there's not a Red Robin in Post Falls.
I don't even know. It's over there somewhere in Idaho.
You just ask the expert on.
Yeah, ask the Idaho expert.
Yeah.
Where it is. So it's over there.
Okay.
You know where like there, but there's like a mall kind of thing. The open land.
That is one of my favorite places.
I love sushi.
Yeah. To get my not California because I hate crab.
I love crab.
My avocado and cucumber rolls.
You're
so good.
Anyways,
I'm a cheap date for sushi. Okay.
You're a cheap date for a lot of things, babes.
Yeah, just give me some chicken nuggets. I'm happy.
Yeah, exactly. But so when they were on the South Hill,
yep,
we would go there all the time.
Really?
We would walk in and we wouldn't even have to order.
Their prices were really good.
They were really good.
Mm-hmm.
But we would like, my family would walk in and the woman who owned it would be like, oh my gosh. And she loved my mom.
Yes.
Like,
well, who didn't?
I mean, who didn't? But, and they would just like have our order like memorized
Ready.
essentially. And then they would just like go make it and then bring it to us.
I love
And
that.
I was like, this is the greatest thing ever.
Right.
And then they moved to Coeur d'Alene.
Yep.
And when my dad was working at the office over there, he would still go sometimes. But
Well, now you can come visit me and go get it.
yeah, since you're abandoning me,
Actually, that's pretty far away from Rathdrum, but
I know. You're abandoning me from my
you can use
state.
that as like a meeting point.
Crossing the border
I am.
away from me.
Probably forever.
My dad's gonna have to have a conversation with you later about your job position.
Okay. My rank.
Your rank. Since you are crossing the border. So we'll have to.
I wanted to see what's in that Arctic Circle / sushi spot now.
Oh yeah. Can you see?
I'm looking at
Oh,
it
okay.
now.
Other seafood I've never eaten here, but everyone talks about it, is Anthony's.
Really?
What?
I didn't know they had sushi. I thought
No, I just think seafood. Oh, in general.
seafood. Okay.
Just seafood in general, not sushi anymore. We're just on regular fish and crustaceans.
I've heard Anthony's is.
I've heard, I've never eaten there, but I've heard it is super good.
It's also super fancy.
Also very fancy.
Mm-hmm.
But every so often it's nice to like pretend that we're high class.
High class.
Yummy crab's really good too.
That's what I've heard.
Yummy crab.
Yeah.
And it's pretty affordable.
It's decent. Their crawfish is not worth it. Don't bother. I know.
Well, yeah. Why would you even try that?
We did just for the heck of it.
Okay.
For
For the
but-
nostalgia.
No, well, when we went, because it was me, my dad, Andrew, and Allison, we went to Yummy Crab, and they have crawfish. And my dad asked, he's like, where is your crawfish from? Like, and they're like, it comes from Louisiana. So we're like, all right, well, we'll give it a try. It wasn't bad,
Mhm.
but it wasn't good.
Okay.
But like their shrimp and their crab and everything else that we had there was really good.
Okay.
So just don't even bother with the crawfish. If you want crawfish, come talk to me.
Come talk to me.
I'll get you hooked up.
All right. All right.
I've got the connect. But yeah, I really can't think of any other like seafood type places.
Besides Red Lobster.
That does not count.
Okay, but I love their coconut shrimp.
But also their
cheddar
biscuits. Did you know you can buy their biscuit mix?
Yeah, of course I know.
I have some in my cabinet.
It's so good. It's almost just as good as the same thing
I need to make some.
as the real thing. I mean,
I need to make it because I haven't done that yet. It's still sitting in my cabinet. But I'm going to add that on my list of things to do.
list of things to do to make.
Yeah, but one of my favorite things about Spokane
Spokehampton.
is also, we missed it this year, kind of ish, is Restaurant Week.
I never know about it until it's like already
Halfway through,
Yeah.
and or over.
Yep.
Yeah, same. So this year
Mm-hmm.
I made it to a night.
Oh, did
For Restaurant Week.
Where'd you go?
It was actually the very first night of the week.
Wow.
So several of the families in the gang, we all decided to go to the 2-7
Ah, okay.
because they had a ribs dinner.
Ooh.
So good.
You know,
I
I forget about that place.
stuffed my face with ribs.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Well, the 2-7 and the elk, and there's a couple others. There's like 4
Mm-hmm.
that are all the same in the same family
Okay.
of restaurants. It's super good. But Restaurant Week is amazing. And it's really cool because it has different price points for the different restaurants.
Different strokes for different folks.
So if you want to try something, you can kind of go based on what you want to pay.
Yeah.
And it's a 3-course meal.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
What?
Nothing.
What did you think I was going to say?
My mind was in the gutter. We'll just say that.
Ew.
I know. Oh, I know.
3-course meal. So you get a appetizer,
Oh, yeah.
a meal, an entree, and a dessert, I think.
And a snack.
And a snack. You're a snack.
Oh, thanks.
But yeah, we went to the 2-7.
Fish on the whole damn meal.
And then we were supposed to go out on that Tuesday.
I remember you talking about you were going to go to Flying Goat.
And then we were going to go to the Flying Goat.
And I reminded you.
And then you reminded me that it was Restaurant Week. And Flying Goat is always a part of Restaurant Week. And it was going to be jam-packed.
It's already nutso.
Exactly. So we decided not to do that. And we still haven't made it to the Flying Goat yet. So,
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
anyways,
But yeah, that's one thing I love about this area. It's also it also includes surrounding like towns,
really, yeah, like because it has
Liberty Lake,
Coeur d'Alene, even out into like Genie, and Airway Heights and everything. But there's so many options, and again, that's like one of the things when I was young I didn't like because I was like I want the chain places, like more Olive Garden and more Cheesecake Factory,
right?
But as we've gotten older, I'm like real food.
Yeah.
I love that there are so many like just one-off restaurants, like family-owned type restaurants in this area. Not necessarily family-owned, but
right,
that type of restaurant in this area.
Local.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because there's so many.
So many.
So, and I just love food.
Yeah. Tell us the restaurants that we missed.
Yeah.
We're sleeping on.
If we're missing any that you think we should check out, send us a message. Let us know. And then we'll go and we'll come back with our feedback, our review. We'll let you know if you're wrong.
And double points if there's chicken strips on the menu.
Triple points.
Mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm. What would be 4 points? If they got a good, like, beverage, adult beverage selection.
Adult beverage. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's all I got on my list. So
yeah, it's a good list.
There's so many good food places.
I know you could go on and on thinking about places.
Yeah, like you think of one, and you're like, oh, what about the one that's like half block down? Or there's just so many.
And it's funny because you can think about all these places, but when you're in the moment and you're hungry, you can't think of a single damn place you want to eat.
It's like, what am I hungry for?
No.
Something. What it is, nobody knows. What do you want for dinner? Something else.
I don't know.
There's actually a deli called Something Else downtown. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll have to check it out.
It's actually really good. I used to eat there all the time. Dad used to eat there all the time too when he was at Rockwood.
Okay.
Super good. Something Else deli.
I think that's
a podcast.
That's a podcast.
Yeah.
Wow.
I ran out of things. Now I'm hungry.
I am too. My tummy has been growling this whole time.
I think mine has too. So we're gonna call it a podcast.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to We Are All Mad Here.
We're all mad.
I'm Jen.
I'm Haley.
And make sure you leave us a message. Send us some ideas of what you want to hear us chit-chat about.
Chit-chat.
And we'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.